And Congressman Smith joins me now live from Washington. Thank you so much for joining us. You wrote a letter to Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin asking him to use all the capabilities of the Department of Defense to identify these objects, access them, assess whether they're threats. Have you heard back?
For weeks. I even asked Secretary Mayorkas at a meeting we had online with other members of Congress from New Jersey, why don't we just follow him, as you just suggested in the report, and determine the origination. I met with a law enforcement person, a number of them, who have had live sightings. One of them suggested that 50 came from the ocean over the mainland, into the mainland. Is there a ship out there? Who knows? Go and find out. DOD has been AWOL in this process. And Kirby, time and time again, I'll never forget, I work a lot on human rights and religious freedom with regards to Nicaragua. I had a big meeting about Bishop Alvarez, who was being horribly mistreated by Daniel Ortega, the dictator of Nicaragua. And he was asked a question at a press conference. He goes, "Oh, I don't have anything on that. Let me get back to you." How can you be so uninformed? And why doesn't the DOD use these assets?
Okay.
And they're not.
Congressman, the Pentagon said in a briefing yesterday there are no ships off the coast of the United States sending drones over our skies. And when Admiral Kirby says we can't corroborate that these are even drones at all, that we can only confirm that there are lawful aircraft, what does that mean?
Well, that, I think, is a very, very poor statement on the part of Admiral Kirby. Many law enforcement people have told me, including one chief of police, that he was skeptical, that he saw a dozen of them. And their information, and the what do you call it, the Coast Guard. I talked to one of their commanders, and one of his 47-foot rescue boats on the stern of that ship, that boat, that vessel, were a whole slew of these drones. And I even asked him, what are the rules of engagement? What do you do? I mean, that sounds to me like a threat and certainly a provocation. And he goes, let me find out. Well, I still haven't heard back. So I think we're dismissing this very prematurely. And remember the weather balloon? I mean, this is like, as Yogi Berra would say, deja vu all over again. We stood there and said, oh, look at that. Hello, that was the Chinese Communist Party surveilling our military bases, and it could have been worse than that.
You have asked if they would shoot these things down. Is that wise to do, given that we don't know exactly what they are?
Oh, the capability to shoot them down, but to do it in a place where there would not be any threat to anybody on the ground.
It's a pretty densely populated area we're talking about here.
Just do it. But not over the ocean. They're over the ocean, too. And they're over water bodies. There are ways of doing this in a sophisticated approach that's aggressive. And put to rest. If this is a nothing burger, tell us. But don't sit there and say, well, we can't corroborate. Our Governor Murphy is very upset, increasingly it seems. We're not getting answers. And I did ask, like I said, our head of Homeland Security about this in that briefing. And I said, we need answers. And that was days ago. We still don't have any answers.
So, I mean, the fact that so many people across the Northeast have not only seen these objects, but they've actually gotten their phones out and we're looking at videos as you and I are speaking of these things flying around in the sky. It's astonishing that we can't get anybody to tell us, aside from they're not drones, don't worry, and they appear to be lawful aircraft. That's it. We don't even have any information on how they reached that conclusion.
There's no information in it. I'm asking, along with some of my colleagues, including the man that ran the hearing that I was at that you just talked about. Next week, we've asked for a briefing by DOD. Tell us. Give us the information. Stop the crickets. No information leads to speculation that might be ill-founded, but people, are seeing and they know what they're seeing. Sometimes they are jet aircraft or Cessnas or Piper Cubs. Other times, close up, it is a drone, and they fly in formation in some cases, and there's just too many of them. Where are they coming from? And again, warfare has been radically altered in recent years with drone warfare.
Yep.
Look what's happening in the Ukrainian war. Look what's happening in the Middle East, even against our ships.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.